You've just finished a brilliant workout. Maybe you crushed a tough HIIT session, powered through a long run, or finally nailed that new personal best in the gym. Your heart is pounding, your muscles are buzzing, and you can feel the endorphins rushing through your body. You're buzzing with energy and pride, feeling on top of the world. For a moment, you're unstoppable, riding that post-workout high. But then, almost out of nowhere, a wave of uncertainty hits. Should you have a protein shake right now, or is it better to wait until you get home? Is there a magic window for muscle recovery that you might miss? Should you spend 10 minutes stretching, or would 20 minutes of foam rolling be more effective? Maybe you should do both just to be safe. Suddenly, the joy of movement turns into a confusing puzzle, with too many pieces and not enough clear answers. Instead of celebrating your effort, you feel like you're taking a test you didn't study for, one where the questions keep changing and the answers seem to depend on who you ask. We're bombarded with advice on how to recover perfectly. Articles, videos, influencers, and even friends all have their own must-do routines. It's overwhelming, and it's easy to feel lost in the noise. You start questioning every choice you make, second-guessing your instincts, and wondering if you're missing out on some secret formula for faster gains. Did I drink enough water? Is my meal balanced enough to help my muscles recover? Should I add supplements, or is real food better? Should I brave an ice bath, or would a massage gun do the trick? Maybe I need compression boots, or a special recovery drink. The list of must-do recovery tasks keeps growing until your cool-down feels more stressful and complicated than the workout itself. You scroll through your phone, comparing your routine to fitness influencers and athletes, worrying that you're not doing enough or not doing it right. The pressure to recover perfectly can steal the joy from your fitness journey, leaving you feeling inadequate or disappointed even after a great workout. What started as a simple goal to feel good, get stronger, or just move your body now feels like a full-time job, with endless rules and checklists. The fun and freedom of movement gets lost in a sea of rules, worries, and self-doubt, making you question why you started in the first place. But here's the truth. Recovery should support your training, not stress you out. It's about listening to your body, finding what works for you, and remembering that movement is meant to be enjoyed, not micromanaged. Let's reclaim the joy in your post-workout routine. Here's a twist. Sometimes doing too much in the name of recovery can actually make the process harder, not easier. In our quest to optimize every aspect of our training, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more is always better. But when it comes to recovery, that's not always the case. This is what's known as the recovery paradox. The more we obsess over recovery, the more we risk undermining it. A few simple habits like staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, and eating well can work wonders. But when we start piling on endless supplements, gadgets, and complicated routines, it can actually backfire and leave us feeling overwhelmed. When recovery turns into a never-ending checklist or a rigid schedule, it stops being restorative. Instead, it becomes another source of stress, and we lose sight of what really matters: letting our bodies and minds truly rest. Your body is incredibly smart. It knows how to repair itself when you give it the basics: nourishing food, quality sleep, and time to unwind. Sometimes less really is more. Overcomplicating your recovery routine can leave you more tired, more stressed, and ironically, less recovered than if you just kept things simple. Remember, the real goal is to help your body adapt, grow, and get stronger, not to stress over every tiny detail or to chase perfection in your recovery habits. Stress, even if it's about doing recovery right, can raise your cortisol levels. High cortisol slows muscle repair, disrupts your sleep, and can even undo the benefits of your hard work. If your recovery routine makes you feel anxious, rushed, or like you're falling behind, it's a sign you've crossed the line from helpful to harmful. True recovery should leave you feeling refreshed, recharged, and ready to take on your next challenge, not burdened by a sense of obligation or guilt. Focus on what genuinely helps you feel better. It's not about ticking off every task or using every tool. It's about finding what works for you and letting go of the rest. Recovery is about healing, not about perfection. Trust your body, simplify your approach, and let recovery be a time of true restoration. The foam roller, a simple tool that can help ease muscle tightness and connect you with your body. Used when needed, it's helpful and low stress. But sometimes, it becomes a source of anxiety, a symbol of the pressure to recover perfectly. You might believe you need to roll every muscle for exactly 20 minutes or risk injury. What was once a quick cool-down turns into a rigid hour-long session. The foam roller becomes a psychological burden, not a tool. This is the foam roller trap, when a helpful habit becomes a stressful rule. You stop listening to your body and follow instructions that may not fit your needs. If you're sore, you blame the tool, not your sleep or nutrition. Remember, the foam roller is just one optional piece of the puzzle. Your fitness doesn't depend on how much you use it. Fitness trackers and apps promise deep insights into our bodies, offering a window into our daily habits, sleep cycles, and even our stress levels. With just a glance at your wrist or a tap on your phone, you can see your heart rate, calories burned, and how many steps you've taken today. These devices can nudge us toward better habits like getting more sleep, moving more throughout the day, or taking a moment to breathe and de-stress. They can be powerful motivators, helping us set goals and track our progress in ways that were never possible before. But it's easy to become obsessed with the numbers, constantly checking your stats and letting them dictate how you feel. Sometimes, we start to ignore our own body's signals, trusting the data more than our intuition. You might wake up feeling energized and ready to take on the day, but a low recovery score on your watch makes you second-guess yourself. Suddenly, you're questioning your own experience, wondering if you should push through or hold back. Before you know it, you're skipping workouts or changing your plans because an algorithm told you to, even if you feel fine. The device's recommendation starts to override your own judgment. Too much data can lead to decision paralysis, making it hard to know what to do next. Instead of feeling empowered, you might feel anxious or frustrated, and the fun of training can quickly disappear. When you let a device dictate your every move, you give away your power and start to lose touch with your own instincts. The technology that was meant to help you can end up controlling you. The joy of movement gets replaced by the pressure to achieve a perfect score, turning exercise into a chore instead of something you enjoy. The numbers become the focus, not how you actually feel. But remember, humans have thrived for millennia without apps or trackers. Your body's signals are real data, and they're just as valuable as anything a device can tell you. Outsourcing your intuition to a device erodes self-trust, making it harder to listen to what your body is really telling you. Use technology as a guide, not a gospel. Let it inform your choices, but don't let it make them for you. Let it add to your journey, not control it. Trust yourself first. Your body knows more than you think. Overthinking recovery doesn't just add stress, it can slow your progress. First, it hurts your consistency. If recovery feels like a chore, you're less likely to work out at all. If a 30-minute workout requires an hour of recovery, you might skip both. This all-or-nothing mindset is a huge barrier. Consistency beats perfection. 3 simple sessions a week are better than 1 perfect one. Second, overthinking lowers your confidence. Relying on gadgets and rules makes you doubt your own judgment. You lose your connection with your body and become timid in your training. Third, Stress from overthinking floods your body with cortisol, slowing muscle repair and growth. The best adaptation happens when you're relaxed, not anxious. By worrying about recovery, you make it harder to recover. Keep it simple and trust your body. So, what really works? Effective recovery is much simpler than you think. Master the basics. These give you almost all your results. First, sleep. It's free, essential, and non-negotiable. 7 to 9 hours a night is your best recovery tool. During sleep, your body repairs and rebuilds muscle. No gadget or supplement can replace quality sleep. Second, nutrition and hydration. Eat a balanced meal with protein, carbs, and healthy fats after your workout. Drink water throughout the day. Third, gentle movement. Active recovery like walking, light cycling, or stretching. This boosts blood flow, reduces stiffness, and helps you feel better. Focus on these pillars, not on complicated routines. The basics are enough for real progress. Everything else is just a bonus. Keep it simple, and your body will thank you. Here's your simple, actionable recovery checklist. First, prioritize sleep. 7 to 9 hours a night. If you're not there yet, start here. Improve your sleep hygiene, dark, quiet room, no screens before bed. Second, check your nutrition and hydration. Eat balanced meals and drink enough water. No need to track every calorie, just focus on whole foods and listen to your hunger cues. Third, add gentle movement on rest days. Walk, stretch, or do light activity. Keep your body moving to promote blood flow and prevent stiffness. Finally, optional tools like foam rollers or massage guns. Use them only if you enjoy them. They're not essential. Focus on what matters most. Let recovery be simple and stress-free. In a world of data and apps, remember, the greatest expert on your body is you. Pain, fatigue, and energy are valuable signals, not problems to silence. Learn to listen and trust these signals. Before checking your phone, ask yourself, how do I feel? Rested, sore, energetic? Your subjective feeling is often more accurate than any algorithm. Use technology as a tool, not a final verdict. If your watch says you're not recovered but you feel great, trust yourself. Simplifying your routine helps rebuild self-trust. You become the master of your own body. This self-trust makes your fitness journey more enjoyable and sustainable. Here's the most important lesson. Consistency beats perfection. Chasing the perfect plan often leads to doing nothing. Fitness isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day. Your body gets stronger from hundreds of good enough workouts, not one perfect session. The same goes for recovery, consistent sleep, good food, and rest matter most. Small, simple habits repeated over time build a resilient body. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. You are doing enough by showing up. Recovery should support you, not become a second workout. Remember why you started: to feel good, have energy, and be healthier. Keep it simple. Sleep, eat well, move, and trust your body. Be consistent, and you'll see results. You've got this.